Previously on Captain Disillusion.
In the not-too-distant future, in a dimly lit red room, a weird guy who spoke to kids was debunking a lot of woo. He came across a video he couldn't bust, but a wise old skeptic saved his ass. He handed him a cop-out plot device and sent him on his way to Vegas to a meeting of the minds. Skeptic roll call. Remain to mention. If you like to complain how things are done, challenge theories and such, just repeat to yourself, I get this for free, so I should just shut up and watch how Captain D attended TAM7.
Hey friends, I got my disguise and a chromodynamic shirt that'll really throw them off. Now, it's time to infiltrate TAM. Come on.
Las Vegas. It's changed. Unfamiliar places. Unfamiliar faces. And unfamiliar bodies. But it's back to the hotel for me. I'm on a mission. The Amazing Meeting 7. Over 1,000 critical thinking enthusiasts have gathered to... well, I'm not exactly sure what they're here to do. But they are a friendly, if at times eccentric lot. The food is okay.
The truth is, skeptics have no business ever talking about religion. TJ, that's ridiculous.
And if I'd known that young man would later become the president of the JREF, I would have been a little nicer to him. But no matter. Mr. Flair and I better find our seats. The lectures are about to start.
These have been an astonishing series of meetings where...
Look at this. Nice chairs.
Yeah, comfy.
People, and now we have quite a few more. But you didn't
Phil Plate, cat hater.
You got screwed.
I like Phil. One time, he let me touch his meteor.
What are you...
Jeez. What? At Broward College, after a lecture, he let me touch it.
Would you please...
It was heavy and hard.
Okay, you have to stop it.
But there's another reason why there are so many people here, and it's because there are so many people here.
I call logical fallacy, sir.
Seriously.
This community of skeptics reached a critical mass, and this grassroots movement itself became the mainstream skeptical movement. I'm not sure exactly how that happens.
Well, Phil, when you add things to each other, there become more of them.
We see out there so much.
At Comic-Con last year, Bill had the audience laughing so hard.
Why is this guy talking about himself in the third person?
Well, that's Bill Prady, the executive producer of Big Bang Theory.
That means that all I can do this morning is disappoint you horribly.
In conclusion, bitches be trippin'.
So,
It's the Muppet Show with special guest Skeptic Magazine's Michael Shermer. Oh!
you see on the screen here.
You guys are my people.
Hey, it's Adam Savage of Mythbusters!
All right. You know, Adam's Howard Hughes style hair growth progression is really starting to worry me.
Actually, what I want to talk about bears directly upon my introduction.
I reject your introduction and substitute my own.
Hello.
I'm part of the Science and Entertainment Exchange.
Okay.
And one of the reasons that we've started this program that I'm going to talk about a little bit later is because there's never really been a better time to try and tap into this new trend of having science-themed shows on television.
Okay. Look, I don't want to buy land. I don't want to buy anything. I have nothing. My wife filled in a form, and we have been plagued.
Hey, you're talking to Shelley the Machine Levine.
Thank you, no. All kidding aside, it was an interesting conference. From the doctors panel highlighting the ignorance and harm spread by the anti-vaccination movement, to Steve Bauer's chronicle of sorting out late magician Jerry Andrews' amazing house, there were many remarkable speakers and topics discussed, but eventually, it was my time to shine. I gotta cue that. I gotta cue that. You gotta let it sizzle.
Okay, CD, we'll take care of that.
Guys, I gotta tell you something. These screens are 4x3. And my stuff is 16x9, and I just feel like somebody's jamming my widescreen image into a box. And it's...
CD, how about we try to locate some 16x9 screens and continue to work with these for the time being? Would that be acceptable?
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just trying to deal... I'm adjusting to the situation. With love. L-O-V-E.
Okay, CD, where do you want to pick it up from?
From the clip. From the clip.
Okay, from the clip. Here we go.
Captain Disillusion. I fulfill. Charles Darwin.
I guess artistic tantrums notwithstanding, it went pretty well.
That's pretty much it.
Also, the first ever live $1 Million Paranormal Challenge was conducted. The challenge offers $1 million to anyone who can demonstrate genuine psychic abilities under simple test conditions. This time, the applicant was Connie Sonne, a dowser from Denmark. Okay guys, we need to find an appropriate host and conductor for this year's challenge test, the legitimacy of which hinges on honest and transparent handling of playing cards inside of paper envelopes.
I know! Let's get a world-class mentalist and sleight of hand artist.
Perfect!
Number 7 from the left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hey, what did you just...
Hold on, that was a,
I thought
that was
that
a
was
fishy
there.
move right there. I saw him touch
This little fishy.
I saw him palm the card.
Hold on, he touched that...
Yeah, I saw it, man.
counted-
He's a witch!
Nikana, you have agreed, 100%, you even signed the papers just a little bit ago, that you have to get 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
You've agreed with that. That's the only way that this test would be a success, correct?
Yeah. Right.
Let's see how well you did. Thank you very much. This has to be a 3.
The suspense is boring me.
It is in there tight.
That's what
No.
Oh, man.
Honey, that is a 2.
Okay.
So you have failed.
I think you mean failed.
Thank you.
It was courageous of Connie to perform under the pressure of a live audience. And after the test, she was gracious in admitting defeat and reaffirming her personal beliefs in her abilities. But soon after, she predictably changed her mind, accusing the JREF of cheating. And that's just sad. It wasn't the only sad thing that happened at the conference.
I give you this ring as a symbol of the love between us that will never cease.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You make this your
But the rest of the day was pretty fun. I got to be a judge in a skeptical talent show where we learned what happens when scientific-minded people attempt performance art.
This is for charity.
The music. The presence. The skill. the tsunami-like onslaught of noise. And the horrible, horrible silence. Yeah, this wasn't gonna be too difficult to judge.
It sounded to me kind of like a vocal morph of Frank Sinatra and Count Chocula.
Lost somebody in the room who can play guitar.
Everything on every level was so good. And there's like the exact opposite of that feeling.
If there was one word I could use to describe that performance, it was white.
I think you should apologize to the audience and say that you're a fraud.
I'm sorry, I'm so awesome.
This has not been funny since 1976.
The only remotely redeeming moment was auction winner Keisha Gray's performance of her very own Song for Skeptics.
Here's the cool thing, is I was expecting that, this is going to be kind of like pulling teeth, and Keisha came to me with 3 verses done and a melody, and so I think I wrote maybe 1% of this. The rest literally is all Keisha. And
You told me that aliens really exist. You met them and swooned with elation. They took you to Pluto and boy were they pissed. Demoted while on their vacation.
But the timeline is hazy, the stories are crazy. I don't know how you can believe. Your results are so hazy, you're driving me crazy. Guess which one of us is to see? The results are so hazy, it's driving me crazy. I don't know how you can believe.
And sure, some winners were picked through a vote.
Guess which one of us is to see?
But in my mind, there was only one real winner. The adorable volunteer assistant, Paper Skater. The only way to recover from that whole thing was a party. But not just any party, a skeptic party. It all started out civilized and classy. But soon enough, things started getting wilder.
Okay, so in order to keep the party going as long as possible and not to piss off our neighbors, I've tried to keep people from being outside. I understand if you need to smoke.
I guess a villa full of science-loving heathens just can't help it. We have to party like it's 9,999.
We have one cup.
Next thing I know, I woke up here with a monster headache.
Hey, CD, wanna hear the most annoying sound in the world?
I think I just did, Mr. Flair.
Hey,
Now, out of all the things that happened that crazy weekend, one event stood out for me.